Gentle is one of my favorite characters in My Hero, and that was even before the last episode that just came out. For me, it was the story of a dude that wanted to be a hero just as much as Midoriya did, but he just didn't have the aptitude to pass any of his hero courses. It wasn't like he wasn't trying or anything, he just couldn't do it. It's like somebody that really wants to play piano, but no matter how much they try, they fail at it. That's this dude. And what makes him one of my favorites was saying that he had the same experience that Midoriya had at 15 when he was 18 years old. But unlike Midoriya, he one, had a quirk to try to do something about somebody that needed help, but two, he also didn't have an All Might right there. So his good intention of wanting to help somebody falling off a building resulted in that person being in the hospital for 6 months, his family getting sued crazy, and his parents kicking him out. And at that point, I really felt for the character. Man, he was a dude that just wanted to do good, and society is crapping on him right now. I get it though. I understand why he got sued, but it's the intention there, it was still there. And then he kind of goes and he becomes a villain, but he's not really a villain. If I'm being honest, Gentle was always and is now a vigilante. And I know he's called Gentle Criminal, but being a vigilante is illegal, so that would still make him a criminal, therefore Gentle Criminal. He never stole anything, he never beat up anybody except for the heroes trying to catch him. And the main shtick of his work was being a YouTube channel that went around exposing people. He went to this convenience store oh, y'all like to slap new labels on old expired food and sell them to your customers. I'm putting y'all on blast on my YouTube, I'm gonna make y'all shop elastic, I'm gonna mess it up, and I'm gonna leave. That's really all he was doing. And then he was finna do the same thing to UA, because it's y'all not building up these systems the way y'all supposed to keep these kids safe. Let me show you. And of course, him doing that is why him and Midoriya had that really beef brief that they had. But the beauty of his character, La Brava's, and even Lady Nagant is that they were all people that could have easily became some of the worst and strongest villains we've ever seen in the franchise. Gentle, powered by La Brava, can stop the entire estate of UA from falling out the sky. If this dude was a supervillain, what he could have done would have been crazy. He could literally go to downtown Tokyo and tie the buildings into knots. But because they all ran into Midoriya, somebody that will look at a villain, look past what you're doing to see why it is you're doing what you're doing, he was able to straighten them back to the right path, and now they're here to help us out. So in one way, you can kind of think that Midoriya got a lot of help last episode, but in another way, you can think of it as Midoriya did a lot of good deeds to help a lot of good people, and because he paid it forward, it came back to him. Midoriya is the class act example of what karma is. And what he was able to do for Gentle, La Brava, and Lady Nagant is what he was trying to do with Shigaraki. And I know, a lot of people think that he's beyond redemption, and that's fair. Just understand that it's because he was not able to get to Shigaraki in time. But he caught these two when they were still in their kind of vigilante era, so he stopped them from becoming way worse.